my God, it looks so clear. I can't wait to shop. Yes, ma'am. Okay. How are you, friend?
I'm doing great.
Good. This is my pre-K teacher, Miss Jasmine.
Hey, Miss Jasmine.
How are you? Oh my God.
You feel me? Great afternoon. Hey, good evening. Good morning. I don't know what time y'all watching me, but I want to say hey to my Facebook fans and TikTok followers and now my YouTube people. Hey, family. So if this is your first time on our page, I want to just say welcome again. All aboard the EDU station. So y'all gonna be seeing some changes coming really soon with our intro and stuff. So I want y'all to know it's still me. I just changed up some of our intro. And so if you didn't catch our first video, I want to thank everybody, y'all. I get real nervous. This is my first time doing it on the YouTube. So I'm just excited about how this adventure is. And if you didn't catch our first video, we've been talking about a classroom management series. And so me as an educator, I'm a director and owner of the Tiny Tigers Learning Center here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I noticed that a lot of videos that we have that talks about classroom management are awesome or amazing, but I also have some tips and some suggestions as well. And so before we get into today's topic, I wanted to first get you to like, share, subscribe, get your teacher besties. If you're watching this as a training, because I had some people say, girl, I put you on a flat screen at the school and I let my educator start watching you. So I'm excited about that. Let me know if this is helping you inside your programs. And I wanted to talk to you about our Unleash Your Teachers Superpower workshop that we have in September of 2026, you guys. So this will be our first workshop that we're doing, and we're talking about classroom management, and we want to invite you. So if you haven't already purchased your ticket and booked your flights and got your rooms, what are you waiting for? Come on into this room, okay? And so I'm so excited. We have our VIP night. So if you're purchasing your VIP, you come in on the 24th. We have so many things in store for our VIPs. I am so excited about that. And so again, that's Unleash Your Teachers Superpower. Our workshop will start September the 25th through the 27th. We got some great sponsors. Y'all to be hearing me shouting them out really soon about our sponsors and getting them into the room and talking to them as well. But catch us over on our Facebook page. We have power hours on Mondays and Thursdays to bring in just so that way y'all know who we are and our educators as well. So let's get into today's topic. The number one mistake teachers make in classroom management. That number one mistake that teachers make when it comes to classroom management. And I know some of y'all gonna say, it's the structure, the no expectations, and your classroom is just running off chaos. Now, one of my things is, if you're watching my video, I like to get my green cup and I like to have my magic wand because I'm going to sprinkle some knowledge to you today, getting you helped up in your classrooms, getting you hyped, getting you ready to get motivated back into those classrooms, okay? So I'm not going to keep this one long. I'm going right into it. The number one mistake teachers makes in the classroom management is walking into the classroom with no structure. If you believe that, put a 1 in the comments for me. Even if you're watching the replay, put a 1 in the comments. Okay, I see my ones. All right. No clear expectations. They walk into these classrooms with no clear expectations. When you caught me on my last live, on my last story, when I was talking to you guys about just having some expectations when it comes to classroom management. And a lot of times people have no expectations whatsoever. They just walk into these classrooms and they like, hey, okay, I'm here. I'm a body on the clock. Okay. No, it's just my program. Okay. So let me give you some points. I try to come with at least 5 points. I think I got my notes today. We have 5 points. So let's get in. Let's dive on in. So point number 1, No structure equals confused kids. Y'all wonder why these kids are running out the wall and they feel like they've been on hyped up on sugar all day? No, they're confused. Kids don't misbehave because they're bad. They misbehave because they don't know what to do. And people don't like the word bad. Okay, all right, use a different word then, but I'm going to say bad. They ain't bad. They ain't misbehaving because, they just want to misbehave. They misbehave because they don't know what to do. They waiting on you, the educator. They waiting on you to tell them what they need to do. They have no structure. Teacher says, okay, go play. You didn't give that kid no structure, no definition of what they're going to go play with, what they're going to do. We lost the interaction. The teacher and kid interaction is gone, right? So the kids are running around everywhere in the classroom. They arguing, they fighting, they pushing, they tugging. No directions. And guess what an educator is? Sitting behind that desk. I bet right now, while I'm talking, you got an educator that's sitting right behind her desk or his desk, ain't doing nothing, letting them kids run rapid. Oh, y'all know I'm not lying. Look around. Probably happened to you, some of y'all this morning. Half of them kids just running around rapid. Okay. But what you want us to do, train lady? What you want us to do? All right, let's get ready and sparkle some of that magic over there. Teachers need to start saying, the educator needs to start saying, go to your center. Go to your design center. If you're going to home living, go to home living. Hey, little Timothy, you're to go to home living today. Choose one activity. Instead of saying, go play, choose one activity that you would like to bring to the table. And stay there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes until the timer come off. Start having you some classroom management. I know I use, and I'll show you a little bit later. We have it here at the educational store we're in, and I want you to go on this. You can have different things. You can have a bell. You can have a timer. I have like a traffic light. And once the minutes start counting down on our timer, I change the colors on the traffic light. So my students know when that yellow light come on, we getting ready to clean up everything. The green light means go into your centers. I done gave you the instructions of today. I need you to go into your centers. Red is we pausing. We're in our centers. Boom. Everything is at a freeze. They just in there playing for either 35 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes of free play. And then once they start seeing the yellow, that means to get ready to wind, get ready to clean everything up. Okay. See how you start setting the tone for your classroom. Okay. And I'm gonna break that down just a little bit more because I know I went in it too fast. But see, if you see me at the workshop, you get the whole breakdown. Yeah, I put that in there. Go get your tickets and come over here to the Unleash Your Teacher workshop. All right. So the kids start moving with a purpose. They start understanding where they're to go. If they're at the tables, if they're at the circle time, if they're coming in from drop off, they know where to go. They move with purpose. And you start having less chaos. The chaos of arguing and pushing and no direction, it starts to tone down. So point number 2, expectations are not clear. Even for when we are training our teachers, when we're doing these classroom management, we're signing them up for pro solution trainings and all this other stuff. The expectations are not clear. You just say, hey, you need to do your training hours, but you're not giving them the expectations of the reason why we want you to do those training hours. So that way you can be the best teacher inside your classrooms, right? Just because you say it doesn't mean they understand it. Go play. Just because you said go play doesn't mean the child understand what you mean by go play. So you mean go play with little Sarah and I tug about her hair and everything else. No, we have to set expectations and be clear about them. One, I'm going to give you an example. Teacher, she be good. The kid is thinking, what does that even mean to be good? Do you hear your parents say that? Be good today. Don't be bad. Be good today. You be like, I wish you just didn't say nothing at all at that point. Don't say nothing at all, right? The teacher, when we sit on the carpet, she should say hands in her lap. I'll do a whole little song. Hands in your lap. Hands in your lap. You can't get in trouble if your hands in your lap. Voice off. Lock it, sock it, put it in your pocket, okay? And then we go on. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. All right, now the behaviors improve because you gave them clear instructions, even at the circle time. You gave them clear instructions. They know now, hands in your lap. Hands in your lap. You can't get in trouble if your hands in your lap. And you demonstrating what our hands supposed to be, and the expectation is set clear. Now, if you're telling them voices, I do shh, or you can say put it in your pocket, turn it off, or whatever, however you want to put it, and put it in your pocket, put it lock in your pocket, a sock, or whatever. I know I said that all wrong, but you get what I'm saying, okay, bestie? You got to make that clear to them. And then when you're saying all eyes on me, you point into your eyes. Now, one thing I talked about in our last video was I had to start getting creative with mine. As y'all can see, I wear my conductor hat. I got my magic wand, but I have some wiggly worms on my carpet. So everything has to move with movement with my babies that wiggles. So I know I got some wiggle worms on my carpet, so I make sure I do clapping. I have enough things for them to be engaged or interactive, okay? And we'll get to that part a little bit later. So that way I stay on top and I don't keep you here long, okay? Point number 3, teachers assume kids should know. Just like educators, directors, and assistant directors, admin. When they hired you, they assume that you should know. You should know this, and you should know that, and you should know this. You got expert experience, right? Sometimes we don't know, and some of us just need a refresher, okay? Some of y'all expect the kids to know the routines that you never taught. Ooh. Sean, why did you say that? Some of y'all say, oh, they should know how to line up. They don't know your routine. They coming from a whole different center. They don't know your routine. They don't know that your kids line up in this type of formation. They don't know how to pull their chairs back. If you're not showing them the expectations on the first day, when that child first day of starting your classroom, it should be another child that's being able to partner with them to show them, hey, Miss Sarah likes us to do this when we get ready to transition. Or have that student stand alongside of you so that way they can see how your day flow. So let's give you an example. You know, I'm going to give you an example. Teacher, why are you not lining up right? I know I sound like somebody's educator right now. You're probably laughing. The kid never was taught how to get in line. The teacher should have said, let me show you how we line up. Walk it through. Practice it. Repeat it. How many of y'all, when y'all first started in y'all educational career, you didn't just go in a classroom and all of a sudden you knew what to do. You had to practice that thing. You had to go into a rotation and know, okay, what is that girl doing? How does she get over there? You didn't know what a washroom is. Somebody probably didn't ever tell you what a washroom is. You just mysteriously seen a girl take a load of clothes and you said, let me follow her and see what she's going to go wash this material and go do all this stuff. Right? Oh, okay. I'm just talking to myself. Point number 4, we got a couple of more points. No consistency equals no control. This is one of the biggest words that I see a lot of educators use. They say it's just no consistency. It's no consistency at home. It's We be trying to worry about the kids' home life when we know, as I'm a daycare provider myself, a child care owner myself, and I know half of the time them kids spend 8 hours with me. I am the home. I am the structure. I am the consistency. So if I show consistency, that child gonna have it. That child gonna know, hey, when she comes into my house, she's gonna have structure. She's gonna have consistency, right? So if your rules change depending on your mood, somebody gonna get mad, but I'm gonna be okay. Your classroom will stay out of control. If every time Miss Ashley come into that room, her mood changed every time, her classroom structure changed every time, she don't have no type of way that she's going to teach the kids today, how you think your class is going to be? Out of control. Out of control. So the example of this, I'm going to give you this example. And I know Monday, no talking. Tuesday, talking is allowed. Let me give you another example. I said, go to center play, go to center play, go to center play. Nah, y'all ain't playing with nothing. Y'all gonna sit at these tables. Now, yesterday we had center play. Today we just sitting at the tables. How you punishing everybody? And it probably one child. And how you punishing everybody? And then you have no structure. You have no type of consistency in your program, in your classroom. Them kids gonna test your boundaries all day. I say they gonna test your gangster. They gonna test your boundaries all day long, baby, because you have no consistency in whatsoever. I got to get my work done. I got to turn all this stuff in. Them kids don't care what type of work you got turned in. You got your teacher planning period. You have time to do this stuff, but see, you don't. I'm not even going to say nothing about that time management, but that's a big piece of it. Once you have walked into that person establishment of where you work at, you owe that time to be structuralized to them children, not to take care of your bills, to figure out who done got shot on Facebook, who done did this, and this, to do everything else. That is your time to be intimate with them kids. Then the time you need to be training and structuring your classrooms. I done got off topic. Let me go to my point 5 because I'm not going to get off topic. Point 5. At least y'all know I'm real. At least y'all know, hey, honey, you get what you get. I ain't hiding nothing. I'm telling the truth, okay? Point 5, structure creates calm. When you have a structured classroom, I'm going to even say when you have a structured environment, you become calm. I remember the time when I had to deep clean all my classrooms, and I'm going back through that phase again right now, where I had to get rid of the clutter, had to get rid of broken toys and things that just didn't match, and was like, oh, but once you empty out that room and you start pouring into that room and putting the pieces together, finding the puzzle pieces and everything else, it started to be calmer. You don't need to be louder, have your voice loud for the kids to hear you. You need stronger systems. The same way we say, hey, I got systems, I got SOPs, I got this and this. But half of the time, the systems that you're using, you're not even using the systems. Let's just be honest. You're not using the systems, and your teachers are not trained on the systems. You created the systems, but your teachers are not trained on them. They couldn't tell you what the system is for that. I'm going to go ahead and go to my example so I can wrap this on up. No schedule. Kids asking, what are we doing next? What are we doing today? Miss Kim, what are we doing today? We always got to sit at these tables. We'll never get to play. They moving around. They distracted. They jumping up. And you sitting there like. Now, when a child has structure, they have a routine. They know what time circle time is. They know what time center play is. They know what time outside play is. They know what time nap is. They know because that teacher has been consistent. She has been consistent with her schedule each and every day. Every day. The kids start feeling safer. They act better. They be excited to get dropped off. They don't even say bye to their own mama no more. They come, oh, I'm going over here with my friends. I got to go wash my hands. They know what to expect. You know what I realized with a lot of educators, we try to sit here and be like, we the doctors, we the lawyer, we everything else. Look, you that child's teacher. If that mama wanted a health exam, she would have went over there to her doctor's appointment and scheduled a doctor's appointment with the teacher. With her doctor. You are not the doctor. You're not the counselor. You're not the lawyer. You're there to teach that child, make sure that child feels safe and secure, and move on. That's how our day becomes chaotic because we try, they nose just running so much. Okay, girl, nose is going to run. They got allergies, okay? Just wipe it. Just wipe it. I tell people, this ain't the job for you if you don't want to wipe, change, and cater to children. This ain't the job for you because if you're going to complain about wiping a nose, you might as well go ahead and go find something else. Go find a call center. I got off topic again. There I go again. I'm going to get in trouble again. But I'm just saying, y'all, goodness gracious, like every time if you just create a structure, if you be consistent, if you show up on time, you want the parents to be, they need to start bringing their kids at a certain time. If they know what time you start circle time, I bet fine they're going to have that baby there every single day you start circle time. If they know what time snack is, breakfast is, they're going to know, hey, I need to bring her at this time because they cut off breakfast at that time. But see, if you're not consistent and you like breakfast start at this time today, but tomorrow we ain't starting the breakfast at that time. You got to be consistent. All right, y'all, I'm finna wrap it up. So our moment that I want to talk to you about, you don't have a behavior problem. You really have a structure problem. And I'm not, I ain't chewing. I ain't tooting, because I have the same problem too. And when you really diagnose that you have that problem, that you just don't have, you got the systems, you got everything else, you just got a structure problem. We got to restructure that thing. We got to see, like, where is it that I'm messing up? If it needs to change your kid's schedule, go back on there and say, hey, this circle time schedule don't fit. I'm noticing that I'm not having a lot of kids coming in the morning time at this time to do circle time. I might need to move circle time a little bit later in the day, so that way I make sure that I get all my babies to be able to do circle time. So 3 quick fix I want you to work on today is setting clear expectations. Don't say be good. Tell them exactly what to do. Tell them, hey, I want you to go out and make some friends today. I want you to be excited about learning. I want you to be excited. Just be good. Get them more set clear expectations, okay? Teach the routine. Teach the routine. I had to say that twice because a lot of our educators think the student's supposed to know how to line up. Model it. Practice it. Repeat it. Model. Practice. Repeat. Model. Practice. Repeat. Like, even if you see that child messing up, just say, okay, let me show you one more time how to do it. Let me show you again. Don't even say one more time. Let me show you again how to do it. Because they're going to mess up again, and it's okay. But you have to be consistent. Stay consistent and stop switching up your rules, how you doing things, because your parents get confused, the educators that's working in the classroom with you confused, and your director probably be confused too. So I want to leave you with a bonus. You clean up time. Don't just say clean up. Y'all need to clean this mess up. Y'all got toys everywhere. Clean up. And you just sit in your bump in a chair, and you're not actually going out there to help some of the kids to clean up. That's the time to where you can show them, hey, this goes in this bucket. Hey, this need to, making sure that your classroom is labeled. We're going to talk about it. When we clean up, we put toys in the proper bins, in the proper location. We push our chairs in. Every time we get up from our tables, we make sure them chairs are pushed in. Meet me on the carpet. Making sure that they know, hey, anytime we get done with a task, I'm going to have a designated spot that we're going to meet at. If we're going outside, I want everybody lined up over here by the cots. Now, y'all's may be different, but I'm just thinking of my program. Stand in the line and have your name badges to go outside, because we do the name recognition with the name badges, and they have to hand me their name badge as they go out the door. That way I'm counting. I notice they gave me a badge, and I know how many kids I have, okay? And we'll talk about that a little bit later, okay? Giving them type of instructions leads with a clear, a calm, smooth classroom. So when they come back in, when they transition from outside and they coming back in, let's go. You know, I say that a lot. I say, let's go. Instead, you want to stand up, push your chair in. I'm going to demonstrate it for you now. You want to stand up. You want to push your chair in. Oh, let's push this beautiful chair in. Line up quietly. So now you got a calm moment. Now, if you know you got line leaders, you say your line leader go up first. Kim, you my line leader for the day. You the conductor. You in the front. All right. I need all my babies to quietly push your chairs in, and I want you to line up. Now, if you don't have that type of system in place, it's okay, because we're going to be talking about different routines and how to get your classrooms to line up, giving you different scenarios, giving you some great tips and advice at our Unleash Your Teacher workshop in September the 25th through the 27th. Come. I want to see everybody. I want to be able to experience what you need to take back home immediately. Like Monday morning, you're going to come in there a different teacher, baby. You're going to say, oh my goodness, I'm starting off this school year with the right plan. Okay. So, and I closing for y'all. Thank you again. Again, if you like what you're hearing, you like, girl, you on fire. I love this. I'm going to share this with my other educator besties. Please like, share, subscribe, send it out to those that need to hear it and say, hey, girl, this is what I need you to listen to. So if you're struggling with structure, this is exactly what we work on inside our teacher squad as well. Our membership is $9.99 a month. You'll get free access to a lot of things. These videos, we're going to do some workshops, we're going to do webinars. We got a couple of things that's coming down the pipeline that I want you to be a part of. Get your free lesson plan templates that's not filled in, but we are going to have a lesson plan training that's coming up in June as well that you'll be able to access that for free. And then we'll be doing some breakdown step-by-step guidelines to help you inside those classrooms. If you want hands-on help, make sure you grab your tickets for the Unleash Your Teacher Superpower Workshop. I'm not going to say it again. Grab those tickets. We're going deep into real classroom systems that will help you, again, stop going from chaos to calm. We want you to be calm all the time. We want your parents to feel like, oh my goodness, I love Miss Rebecca class. I have no problem with enrolling my child at your facility. Less accident reports, less licensing reports. Oh, Lord, it's just so much better, you guys. So again, this is your EDU station. This is the train lady, the LaShawn Carter. I want to say thank you again for joining our channel. And again, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. I want you to send this out to your educator bestie today and watch us for the next upcoming video soon. Thank you. All aboard the EDU station. Bye.